Hello children, welcome. In this video we're going to look into the home tab. To begin with, when I click on the home tab, we have different ribbons and every ribbon has different options under it. For example, we have the clipboard ribbon, we have the font ribbon, we have the paragraph, styles, editing and the add-ons. So let's explore some of them. To begin with, I'm going to write you see the cursor blinking here on the body of the Word document. Now here I can click on the button here which says increase font size to increase the size of the cursor. So you see that the size of the cursor is increasing. This will also make sure that your text sizes increase. For example, I'm going to say hello world. So now I can press the enter button on the keyboard to bring the cursor to the next line. So when I do this, I'm going to go down here and increase the size of the cursor, and I'm going to again write. So you see that the size of the cursor has increased. So now I can do a left click and drag to select the text and go down here to this font size, and I can reduce the size of the font. So now similarly I can come down here to the end of the word by clicking the mouse and then press the enter key to come down to the next line, and then I can use the decrease font size option to decrease the size of the cursor. So now let's write. So you see that the font size has decreased now. Now if I want to change the style, I can select the text, I can go down here and I can choose options to change the way the text appears. Okay. I'm going to keep this here, and maybe I can increase the size of the font. Okay, so now once the style has increased, we have something called as the bold, which will make the text thicker. Okay, so now we have something called as italic, which is going to make the text slant towards the right side. We have underline, which is going to underline the word. But make sure that your text is selected whenever you're using these options. If the text is not selected and you try to underline it, it will not underline the text. So now the next option is I'm going to do a left click and drag to select the text. So now we have the option here called as strike through, which is going to strike the text. We're going to explore these options later. Coming down here to the text effect, I can click on the option here and change the way the text appears. Okay, it's almost like the word art. So I can change the way the text appears. Now when I do this, I can go down here and use the outline option to change the color of the outline. Let's go down here. You see that the outline color has changed. You can also fill in a color. So I'm going to go down here and add shadow. You see that the shadow has been added to the word. Let's go down here and try the next option, that is reflection. So when I do this, you see that there's a reflection added. Let's try the next option, which is a glow. So now here the glow is used. So let's go down and try to add a different style here. Let's imagine we use this. So let's go down here to outline. choose outline as purple or maybe green. Okay, once I select the outline, I can go down here and try to change the thickness of the outline. You can also use dashes. Now you see that there are dashes added. Okay, so this was about exploring some of the options under the font ribbon. Now I'm going to select the text here and I'm going to add a highlight. So you see that you can add a highlight to the word. So to remove the highlight, I'm going to select the text again, go down to highlights and say no color. So this is going to remove the highlight. So the next option is coloring the text. I can select the text, go down to the color option and add a color to the text. Okay, similarly let's try to color the second hello world here. I'm going to go down here and change the color of the text. So when I add the option here, I can fill in a color to my word. I can add an outline color here. So you see that it's got an outline of red and it is filled with green color. We have the option to clear all formats. I can select the text here, go down to, okay, let me say, select the text here, go down to clear formats. So it's going to remove all the formats that was done and going to just place the text. So that's it for this video. We have explored the font ribbon under the home tab. We're going to explore the other options in the other video. So that's it for this video. Keep learning, keep exploring.